Hey guys, my name's Eric. Many of you know me from carrying the cross, but I wanted to share a story with you that changed my life forever. Before I was even following Jesus, before I was even had any thought of doing anything for Jesus, He changed my life with this story. And I wanted to share it with you to remind us that salvation has nothing to do with us. It's only through God and for God that anything ever happens in people's lives. Jesus is real. And I want you to hear this story because it rocked me when I wasn't following Him. I grew up in a Christian church. I knew the whole story about Jesus giving His life for mine on the cross, but I didn't follow it. Me and my friends lived a crazy lifestyle. We drank and slept around and partied and did the whole 9 yards. Well, one night when me and my friends were hanging out, we met this girl and she seemed really cool and wanted to start hanging out with us. And so for months, she became one of the crew. We went everywhere with her and did everything with her. And one day she came to me and was like, Eric, I need you to know something. I am a professed witch. I have altars and daggers, and I perform rituals, and I'm a part of the occult. And I just wanted you to know that. And it was pretty shocking to me. I was like, well, you know, Beth, I've always tried to follow Jesus, even though I really wasn't following Jesus at all. But I was like, whatever. So a couple of months later, I hear this knock on my door. It's probably 8 or 9 at night. And as the door opens, I see Beth, and she looks like white, just super pale. And tears are just running down her face. And she says, I have to talk to you. You're the only Christian I know. And I said, hold on a minute, hold on. I don't follow Jesus. I know of Him, but I don't follow Him. As you can see, I don't live that life. And she said, it doesn't matter. I have to talk to someone who knows about Him. So I said, okay. So she said, we have to do it alone. So she grabs me and she pulls me to my room and says, this happened to me last night. She said, I had this most real dream that I've ever had. She said, I was driving a car, and everybody was in cars just driving down the road, when all of a sudden I hear this loud noise like a trumpet being blown, and I look up and I see Jesus coming in the clouds. And everyone starts getting out of their cars and they start floating out of their bodies as they go up to heaven. And she said, there I was all alone. And I got out of my car and I said, don't go, don't leave me. And I'm running down the road, Eric, saying, don't leave me. And Jesus leaves with all these people. I'm left utterly alone. And she looked at me and said, I don't want it. I don't want that. I want to know how to go to heaven. And again, I prefaced, I was like, look, I know about Jesus, but I don't follow Him. She said, tell me then how to go to heaven. And this lost, non-believer, non-follower of Christ right there said, Jesus gave His life for you, Beth. He is the only way to God. When He gave His life to you on the cross, it was a gift, but you have to receive it. And she, right there in our room, or in my room, opened up her heart and asked Jesus to come into her life. Within a week from then, she asked all me and my friends to come to her house, in which she had like 7 garbage bags full of the craziest stuff you can imagine, throwing away daggers and evil books and things I didn't even know existed, and put it all in trash bags. And she's like, I don't want this in my life anymore. And she threw it in the garbage. And I wanted to tell you that story. It had nothing to do with me. I was a sleazeball, didn't know Jesus, at all. All I knew is the story. And here God is showing up and changing people, witches, people that are absolutely on the fringe that you thought would never be open to God are coming to Jesus. I think a lot of us feel like this, like the way to heaven is cryptic and old and shut. And I want you to know that God is the only way to heaven. Without Jesus, this is what we're stuck with. Jesus, He can open every locked door in your life. It doesn't take anything special about us. He is what's special. He can change your life. And guys, He can change people's lives around you. You don't have to have a big degree or anything to share your testimony. In fact, the disciples, they didn't know anything. It just says they had looked like they had been with Jesus, and they shared their testimony, and God rocked the face of the earth with them. Step out and share what you know of Jesus and pray for those around you, and I guarantee you, you will change people's lives. Just like it changed her life. I love you guys.